Hello students, welcome back. I hope all of you are doing well. Now let us start our new topic of metal and non-metal, chapter 3 chemistry, class 10. Okay. First is ionic compound. Then after ionic compound we will learn properties of ionic compound. Let's start with ionic compound. What are ionic compounds? Ionic compounds are those compounds which contain ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Ionic compounds are those compounds which contain ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond. Now, what is ionic bond? Ionic bond or electrovalent bond is formed between two atoms by a complete transfer of electrons from one another to complete its octet, right? Ionic bond. What is ionic bond? Ionic bond or electrovalent bond is formed between two atoms. Either first one lose or gain electron. Same with B. Okay. Now, how formation of ionic compound take place? Let us take an example of sodium chloride. How sodium chloride is formed? Formation of ionic compound or sodium compound. Sodium chloride. That is an ionic compound. How it will take place? First of all, atomic number of sodium is 11. Electronic configuration of sodium is 281. Atomic number of chlorine is 17 and electronic configuration is 287. Okay. To complete their octet, sodium will transfer one electron to chlorine. Right? After a transfer of one electron, sodium became sodium plus and new electronic configuration is 2,8. Here octet is completed. Right? What about chlorine? Chlorine gained one electron and it got negatively charged. New electronic configuration is 288. Octet is completed. They are in noble gas configuration now. They got noble gas configuration. Now they are most stable. Right? Let us understand it by electron dot structure. Sodium have one electron, chlorine having 6 electron in outermost cell, right? Now, here electronic configuration is 281, here 287. What will happen? To complete octet, sodium will donate one electron to chlorine. Then it is called sodium plus having 2, 2, 4, 2, 6 and 2 electrons, 2, 8 electrons. After receiving 1 electron, outermost orbit have 8 electron. For chlorine, it's 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, 2, 8 electron. Negatively charged. Okay. That is that positive charge sodium is called cation. Negatively charged chlorine is called anion. And combination of sodium and chlorine to give sodium chloride is this. In that way, sodium ionic bonds are formed. Now, let us understand properties of ionic compound. Now, we will learn about ionic properties, means properties of ionic compounds. What are the properties of ionic compound? First property of ionic compound is ionic compounds are crystalline solid. Actually, there are two types of solids, crystalline solid and amorphous solid. Crystalline solids are those solids in which arrangement of atoms are proper, and due to strong force of attraction between ions, that is cation and anions, these solids are in crystalline form. Okay. Second one is ionic compound have high melting point and boiling point. So why compounds have high melting point and boiling point? Because there is strong force of attraction between their constituting particles like anion and cation. And what type of force it is? Electrostatic force. Electrostatic force is a force of attraction between two charged particles. Here we have anion and cation, two charged particles. Suppose that we have NaCl. NaCl means Na plus and Cl minus. Due to that two opposite charges, there is electrostatic force, and that electrostatic force of attraction is very strong. Due to that, ionic compounds have high melting and boiling points. Third point is our ionic compounds are generally soluble in water. Actually, solubility have a formula, that is like dissolve like. Like dissolves like. Like dissolves like, where like stand for similar bonding. Or you can say similar behavior of compound. Like if there are two ionic compounds, then they will dissolve with each other easily because they have similar kind of bonding. On this, just like that, water is our polar solvent. Water is our polar solvent. Water have polarity, and that our ionic compound have polarity also. Due to that similar behavior, like dissolves like. Water dissolves ionic compound very easily. But ionic compounds are not non-soluble in non-polar compound like benzene, kerosene, petrol. They have simple covalent bond. That's why ionic compounds are not soluble in benzene or hydrocarbons. Okay. Fourth point is most of ionic compounds impart characteristic color to the flame when brought into the flame. That is very important point. Why it is important? For example, if sodium imparts golden yellow color. If you talk about sodium imparts golden yellow color. And potassium impart violet color. Like that, barium impart green color and calcium impart brick red color. So different compounds have different color. Different ionic compounds have different ionic compounds impart characteristic color to the flame. Okay. Fifth point is they are good conductor of electricity. Ionic compounds, when ionic compounds are in solid state, they behave like bad conductor, or you can say insulator. But if you dissolve that ionic compound in water, or either it is in a molten state or in aqueous state, it behaves like a good conductor. Why it behaves like a good conductor? Because as compounds dissolve in water, the compounds are the bond got broken. Sodium and chlorine got separated. Sodium get positive charge and chlorine get negative charge. Due to that, free charges electricity can be produced or can be conducted in any liquid solution. Liquid solution that can conduct electricity is called electrolyte. So when they dissolve in water or they are in molten state, they behaves like a good conductor of electricity. 6th point is a reaction between ionic compounds are quite rapid. It means why reaction, how reaction take place. First of all, if we react A and B, suppose we are going to react A and B. Let me take a snapshot of that these points. Okay. Now let us understand why reaction between two ionic compounds are quite rapid. Suppose that we have A plus B, make AB. Right. First of all, the bond between A and A, there is bond between A and there is bond between B and B. What will happen if we react A and B? Bond between A and A will break and new bond between A and B will form. Similarly, bond between B and B break. That is intermediate state. After that, A, that is AB, new formation is AB and AB. AB plus AB. Means if we react A with B, first of all, old bond break and then new bond form. But in case of ionic compound, when ionic compound react, they suppose that we have sodium hydroxide. If sodium hydroxide, or suppose that we have NaCl. When we dissolve NaCl in water, it became Na plus and Cl minus. There is no need of bond breaking because they are already in ionic state. That's why there is no need to break bond, and they start reacting quite rapidly. Thank you for today.